Oh, hello there. Who is excited? I'm excited. I know you guys are super excited as well. My, oh my, have we had some incredible Christmas launch days for you. But literally hold on to your hats because this one is going to absolutely blow your crafty socks off. It has been so incredibly busy already this morning. You guys have been pre-ordering in your hundreds. We are, of course, talking about the 3D scene builder dies. I'll just bring the details in really quickly for you, because I know a lot of you want to grab it immediately. 21 elements in here for you, 3 die collections. You're not even paying for the dies, let alone all the incredible storage that we're going to give you to pop these into as well. Platinum members, I mean, unbelievable offer here. £32 or $38.40 for you. Get over to the website, hit the shop the show button, have a look at all the other stuff that is in there. But I know you're going to want to make sure you save this show, bookmark this show, because it's going to be one that you're going to want to come back to time and time again, because the demonstrations are going to be incredible. Why, I hear you ask? Because the Queen of Crafters Companion herself, Sara's here with me. Sara, we're so excited for this, aren't we?
I know you know it's going to be a big one when I've pulled rank and said I am totally coming in to do that show. And the reason I was so desperate to do this is that these aren't just pretty dies that you really want to have. It is a brand new concept for us. Brand new. We've never done anything like this before, and my intention with this show is to take you on a journey. So I'm going to teach you the basic concept, and then I'm going to show you all the different ways in which these dies have been engineered. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, if I get this first little, I'm going to say card, but it's not a card. It is
so
like
much
a Christmas
more, isn't it?
Ornament, isn't it? Now, these, Joe, are all designed that they will go flat to go in the envelope. They're going to stand up and stand proud on the mantelpiece. But can you see they are multi-layered dimensions? So it's like our this year's answer to the pop-up boxes that we did last year, for example, right? You're looking for something new, something different, something innovative. This is it, okay? Now, here's how it all works, guys, right? If I show you, for example, to make that card, this is the die set that you need. Now, how it all works, okay, let me just get this, because I've stuck this down out of the way here, right? So, the worker die is this outside worker die, which is going to cut you the shape, which I'll teach you when we get into the demo, Joe. But then, can you see the different layers? So, on this one, you've got the Christmas tree as a layer, and you've got the little Christmas presents as a layer. They are extra layers which fit inside that worker die, and you get the extra cut out. Now, here's the thing, right, folks? You can go for these individually, right? If you just want to get one of these to try it out, you can, but you've got to make it the Christmas tree, because the Christmas tree die comes with the worker, right? So this is the core one that has that worker die built in. You'll see it's more expensive on its own because that is getting you the worker die. There it is, details on the bottom of your screen if you want to go for just this one. However, do you know what, folks? If you've invested in that worker die, why not upgrade from just being able to do a Christmas tree to also being able to tell the nativity scene? So this is your nativity scene being told in multiple layers. So you can see on there, we've got one layer where the 3 kings are coming to deliver the presents. You've got another layer with Mary and Joseph around the crib with the baby Jesus. Remember, these all have snippability, so you can go from 2 layers to 5 layers if you want and snip out little bits. I'm going to teach you all of that as we go on through the show. So you see, when you're buying the nativity, you don't need that worker die again. So if I show you the 2 sets next to each other, you get the worker die in the Christmas tree, you're just going to get the extras in the nativity set. So it's like a 2-part interchangeable edgeable. So it means that we can keep the cost down for you, okay? Or maybe you don't want to do these dome cards, although why wouldn't you, because they look super cool. You just love the nativity 2-part edgeables. I'm going to teach you some awesome cards we can do with them. And then if you want to take it to the next level again, the 3rd little scene that we can do in our Christmas snow globe is this amazing village. It's like a rooftop scene with Santa flying over the rooftops, okay? So again, to do that one there, look at the die set that you're going to get. You're going to get the different sets with the little townhouses, with the Christmas tree in the background, and that is going to enable you to do all of this set here. Now, one exciting thing that I haven't told you is inside each one of these, not only do you get the dies, but you get a really special 3-part Christmas stencil. You come out here, Sam. So can you see, with that rooftop scene one, you're going to get 3 different background scenes. The night sky, and then you get a mountain scene and a woodland scene, right? If we go for the Christmas tree set, and I open this up inside, you'll see here, we've got the fireplace, we've got some little, what do you call it? The fairy lights.
Oh, yes.
That go inside. You've got the actual fire itself, you've got the wood panelling that goes on here, and also in your wonderful Bethlehem scene, that one, it's not called Bethlehem scene, they all got fancy names.
Away in a manger.
Oh, where's me stencil gone? I think
Someone
I've
nabbed your
left it on the one of
stencil.
I've stuck it to the back of here. I'll find. Look, Joe will show you it on the board. So we can cover that in a second. I just wanted you to see how it's not just the dies, it's the dies with the stencils, and I'll be teaching you how to use that. Now, you all love the concept of the little archway. I know you do. I've seen
It's
the
worth
feedback
getting
on
it just for
social
that
media.
alone, isn't it?
It's worth getting it just to do this, Joe, right? However, now that you've got these different dies with the different layers, you can take it on to do so much. So for example, look at my concept suite here, right? Here's a pop-out card.
Oh, glorious.
Where we've got design in the background, design in the foreground, right? Absolutely glorious. And that's just using the 2 different sets. Or what about doing like your diorama card? So can you see, we've got the stable in the background and then the 3 kings on the front. Using it with that interchangeable die that comes in, right? These are all going to be the cards I'm going to be teaching you over the course of the show. Now, because it's an edgeable, or yes, stepper cards. So this could actually be an aperture into the back if you wanted to do a shaker card with the presents as a little stepper on the front. You could use the presents just on their own if you wanted, and then make a wonderful little stepper, little like edgeable on there. You can also do, and I'm going to demo this a little bit later, the book cards, where you've got multiple layers inside one box to make like, so you can see it folds up flat again, so it folds up flat to make a book. While we're on things that fold up flat, how would you all love to use these to make your Christmas pop-up boxes?
Oh, that is incredible.
Aren't they lovely? And those of you that got the pop-up boxes last year, now use your pop-up box mechanism, but cut the edgeables onto there. I'm going to be teaching you this, guys, later on in the show. Do you want to see the exact one we'll be doing later in the show? This is what I'm going to be building up and doing later on in the show, one of these 3D pop-up boxes with our stenciling in, telling the story. I want to show you 2 other ones that we can do as well. What about doing a little lantern holder like this?
Wow.
And again, that, if I show you how I'm going to be doing it later in the show, there's my one, all coloured up, that I'm going to be teaching you. Wonderful for like tea lights or little lanterns inside. And then last, but definitely by no means least, they fit wonderfully on the side of little boxes like this.
They
just
are
to tell the
super
story around
cute,
the
aren't
side.
they?
Aren't they lovely? And Joe, aren't they different? So bear in mind, at the start of this, guys, you were all happy to buy them just to do this. Now I'm telling you, this die set does the pop-outs, does the boxes, does your stepper cards, does your diorama cards, does your lanterns, does your little books. They are engineered so beautifully and cleverly. That's why I was pulling rank and doing this show, so that I can teach you all of this in the next 2 hours.
Absolutely. They're like an amalgamation of some of the most popular dies that we have ever brought to you. And what you've got in here is you've got dies and you've got stencils as well. Let me take you through exactly what you're going to get included for that incredible price. So, Oh Christmas Tree is what we're first getting in here. Essentially 2 edgeable dies for you. You've got the presents here. Yes, you can double cut these and layer them up. And you've got the tree in there as well. Within this one, you're going to get the worker die. So it's going to give you the plaque, the embellishments, the spacers, even the little die here that's going to hide the workings on the side of your project. So if you're only going to go for one individually, this is absolutely the one you need to go for. Then we're going to give you the 2 additional scenes in there as well. Maybe it's a reason for the season. That's the kind of projects you want to create. We've got you covered here with that. This will also play beautifully with our nativity collection that we had from last year. If you've got some of those papers left, you're going to absolutely adore bringing those in as well. This one here is the Away in a Manger. Then we've also got this one for you as well. Now this is kind of like, this reminds me of going to like a Christmas market in Salzburg or something like that. It's got that really lovely alpine feeling to it. In fact, you know what, Sarah? I can smell the glue glue vinyl almost when I have a look at this one. It is absolutely stunning. You've got the shooting star in there, you've got the plaque again, you've got absolutely everything that you need.
And I know we've
awesome.
put the worker die in there again on the board, but obviously you don't need multiple worker dies. We're just showing you how it works within the worker die.
Absolutely. So if you want the worker die, you will go for that one in here, as you can see. So that's what you'll get, and then you'll get the 2 interchangeable scenes within there as well. Now, if you went for just the dies on their own, just to give you just some idea of the value you're getting, to get the dies on their own in the UK, £42.97 just for the dies. In the US, $49.85. You're not paying for that, you're not paying even that, and then what you're getting is the storage as well. So you're going to get the incredible Tiffany fab file in there. We're going to throw in the stamp pockets as well, and the magnetic sheets for you too. Check out the price, £40 or $48, £32 or $38.40 for Club Inspire Platinum members. Now, I know how many of you are already there on the website. So many of you loving this. If you want to get in touch with me, if you've got questions or comments, you know what to do. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe as well if you are over there. But I'm so excited, Sarah, to see all the amazing things that you're going to create with these over the next couple of hours. Really, I'm feeling like dead festive all of a sudden. I don't know about you.
Oh, we are so far into Christmas now. Christmas in July, Joe. Christmas in July. Right, here we go. So I'm going to teach you how to do the basic concept, right? So we're going to start off simple, learn how to do it as the original design was intended. Then the rest of the show I'm going to build on the technique and show you other ways to use it. So if we're wanting to do the original domed collection, okay? Bear in mind that worker die only comes in with your Christmas tree element. So you're going to buy this one here, and we're going to start off with just the worker die. And once you've got it once, you aren't going to need it again. Now, that worker die comes in 2 parts, guys, okay? You've got this outer worker die, and then you've got this element here, which we use when we interchange with the different parts in the centre. So let me just start with that worker die. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it into some of our sheets of A5, right? So basically, these are going to fit on your Gemini Junior. So whether you're cutting them on the Junior, whether you're cutting them on your big Gemini, they're going to fit on here beautifully well. And what you will need is you're going to want 3 of these for each card. So if you're wanting to do that original card, you want 3 of these, Joe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one there, right? And then I'm going to come straight in and cut a second one, just so that you can kind of see what we take as a next step, okay? So 1 and 2. Now, at this point, you need to decide which scene that's going in there. So that's when you're going to interchange your Christmas tree, your rooftop scene, which is what I'm going to do now, or the nativity scene. But they're all going to work in exactly the same way. So get yourself a few of these cut. I've already got another one cut here as well, right? So you're going to get a few of them cut. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and cut into it. So with our rooftop scene, can you see, Joe? They've got a base cutting line, but they stay connected in here, like our edgeables do. So you take that edgeable design, take the first one here, and be really careful with them when you're lifting them off for the first time. And what you'll see is there's like a little bit of a line being embossed into here. You're going to sit this on that line and then hold that in place with a little bit of tape so that it doesn't move as we're going through your machine. And my top tip always is make sure you put your tape onto the element that's getting cut away. Now, to do the cut away, here comes in that other part of the worker die I was telling you about. So that is going to sit over here like this, just like, you know, when we do our peekaboo characters.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, just the same as that. So we're going to sit it into here like this. Make sure they're connected but not overlapping, right? So you really want to make sure, in fact, I'm going to be so sure, I'm going to put another piece of tape on it, Joe, that we don't want those to overlap in the corner. And then that is going to come and cut away into this front panel. So I'll do that. If you've got any questions coming through, well, time for me to take them.
So much excitement coming in, really, more than anything. Loads of people letting me know they've ordered these. Carol Deese has already ordered the Christmas tree scene. I have so many ideas to create faux globes with these. Jancy says just ordered the 3D scene collection, the gnomes, one of the window Christmas tree die sets, and a whole load of other goodies. Let the window watching for the delivery man begin. I love that. Lots of Christmas curtain twitchers pressures out there at the moment, so I'm waiting on those deliveries.
I can well believe it.
Deborah says, I've seen some like these in Hallmark movies, so I'm so happy that we've got a range now that allows us to create them as well. Robbie saying how much they're loving them too. Georgie Ann says, hi from Clearwater. I love these Christmas items. Sarah, you and the team have outdone yourself yet again. Michelle's excited. Valerie saying good morning from Southern California as well. Loads of people have jumped to the website already. I think what we might need to do is after your first demonstration, Sarah, we might need to give people the opportunity to check out, because the website is an absolute meltdown already at the moment.
Do you know, it's every time, Joe, we do a new concept. I always find there's two things that always push our guys' buttons, okay? It's when we have a firm favourite design, right? Or when we do something that's completely new. And I just think this is so different to anything we've ever done before. And I know you're just going to love it. It's just, you can bring in so much of your other thing, you know, use all of those papers that you absolutely love, that you're wanting to get the most out of. And I wanted to take my time and kind of do this first demonstration right from start to finish, so that if you're watching at home and you're a complete newbie to this, I want you to look and think, oh my word, I can do Christmas cards like that. You know, you don't have to start with the simple stuff. You can do this with the really like elaborate stuff. Now, notice what I did before, Joe. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were chatting, but I took off the dies, right? And then again, this one here, I have that little bit of tape in the middle. So you want to take off the dies, she says, with not wanting to ruin her nails at the same time. Come on, dies. Right. Come on, tape. We're coming off. We are coming off.
I guess this is precisely why you put it on the waist, is it, Sarah?
That's exactly why, Joe, yes. And also, you've all known me well enough to know I'm not the most careful of people, right? So, you're going to cut that away. Now, if you're like me and you're kind of doing it at the pace of knots for the TV, you might not. Can you see I'm not quite joined up with my dies there?
Yeah.
You just come in with just a little knife here, and you can just cut them away, Joe, and then that whole piece cuts away. So
Fabulous.
Can you see now, I've got the one seam that can either go on the front, one that can go on the back. You can tell that story however you want. Or if you wanted to lift this up a little bit higher so that they're at a different height, you just put the cut, so I could just cut this up here instead of right at the bottom, so they were all staggered at different heights. Now, that's if you just want them plain, Joe. What you can do then, if you want, is you can take like a piece of mirror card, for example, and take the same die and cut it through on the mirror card.
Okay.
Mirror card, glitter card, whatever you want. So I thought we'd do some on the kind of different colours of card. And then what I've done is I've just cut away, so you're left with just the piece here. So can you see that is going to be this one here, so that if I want it to layer up on top, I'm just cutting that out and layering that up as a separate layer.
Beautiful.
Now, when you're sticking like that, Joe, you know what I'm going to tell you need, don't you? You absolutely want your dotty tape pen. So you want that dotty tape pen so that we get loads of adhesive coming right throughout, and it's going to stick over totally, absolutely, perfectly. There we go. So there's my first piece on there. And then I'm going to do exactly the same. So this piece on here, look, I'm going to start off first of all with this one, Joe, right? And then I'm going to cut out just some parts of it and layer it up with different designs. Now, you see that's all the dotty part. I'm going to take my straight tape pen and I'm going to pop it where we would need extra glue along the base here.
I guess if you really wanted to go for it, you could nothing stop you cutting the individual elements out in different colours maybe even, Sarah, if you wanted to, you know, really go to town.
Well, let me just show you. That's exactly what I was thinking here.
Oh, great minds.
So if I take that one there again and just come in with a pair, I was going to say a pair of small scissors. I haven't got the tiny little diddy ones, but I've got the quite small ones, right? So I can just come in now and actually I'll use the knife. Watch this. Straight along there with the knife. And we can cut out the little house like this. We could even cut out that little tree, and then I can go and layer up just the house and the tree on this one. I could even layer up, look, we could be bringing this little back one onto here as well. You can do it however you want, basically, Joe, is what I'm trying to tell you. You do it to suit you. I'm getting ideas as I go along here.
And I think that's a great thing about these, you know, do them as the concept is intended. You're going to get something that looks absolutely off the chart amazing, but really play around with them. I mean, you've got so many options when it comes to making these your own, but if you do want to make something impressive really quickly and really easily, you've got the option to, but you can customize it until your heart's content. And also, you know what you get in here as well, Sarah?
Go on.
The opportunity to get crafty in the background. Oh yeah, you do.
He's so good, he's so good. Right, you can give him too many opportunities for that pun, I think, Joe. Right, here you go, guys, right? I want you to take a piece of coloured cardstock and then do your worker die again to cut out that base shape. Can you see what I've done there? I've cut out the base shape, just cut the sides away. Now I want to have a little go with that stencil, right?
Fabulous.
So if I bring in the stencil for this one, say I wanted to do, let's do like a nice tree line in the background, right?
Nice.
All you're going to do is pop a couple of little dotty bits on the background, and these all come included, right? So we're putting that in the background, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in like a little bit and just give it a hint of colour. So I've got a contrasting colour, a bit of midnight here, and then I'm just going to hint at this in the background. And this is why you're going to use the stencils as well.
I think sometimes we don't think about adding or colouring over our pattern papers, but it really does have a great effect, doesn't it? And also, you know, these stencils, you're going to get so much use out of this in loads of other designs that you already have. All of your card making you already do, but when you're using them in here, they're going to look fabulous. Use them all over though, and because of that festive theme, it means they're going to be absolutely perfect for right now. That looks incredible, Sarah.
I'm getting a bit fancy now. I'm going to try and come in with a different colour again. Let's have a little look. Actually, I might come in with a bit of pumice, right? And then I've turned it upside down, so let's hope this works and I don't just get glue everywhere. And I'm going to try and put a little bit of pumice now in the back. This is not how I'd planned the demo. This is me going a little bit rogue, Joe, but just giving another little bit of a hint of like a secondary tree line here. Nice. This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be having a bit play, guys, and coming up with all your own ideas. There we go now.
Amazing.
I'm liking that little bit of a hint of the trees on multiple layers in the background, okay? And of course, if you wanted, you could always be taking the night sky and you could be dotting through. So for example, I've got my metallic pens we've got on the show today. So if I want to take one of those metallic pens and put a couple of little dots for the night sky in there, I absolutely can do as well.
And also think about all the paper pads you already have. I'm thinking, you know, that sort of sunset one from the staycation pad, if you've got that, that's going to look incredible in this background. How about that starry one from the everyday occasions, you know, the little twinkling stars in the night sky? You guys are going to have so many ideas for stuff you already have and are using that you're going to be able to use together with this. And it's always so lovely to get something that gets you back into your stash, you know, gets you excited about things that you've had for a while. I think these are absolutely going to do that. That looks amazing.
Doesn't it? I'm quite pleased with how that's coming together. Now, are you ready to see how the whole design comes together, okay? So what you're going to do is we need to stick this one onto our other base design of the worker die, all right? So you've got 3 really solid layers of cardstock. So here we go. This is going to layer straight over top of this one and get them, you know, probably the better thing to do would have been to use a wet glue here so that I had a little bit of manoeuvrability time.
Well,
so there's my background. Right? Now, what you'll find is in that worker die one, you also have these things here. Right? So I want you to cut a couple of those out. These are how everything attaches together, right? So you've got the different sized ones of these. Now, here's how you're going to do it, Joe. You're going to take these, and these are going to feed into the side panels of these here. Can you see? Yeah. So you're just going to feed that on, and we're going to do the same on the other edge, and this is what's going to give it that stand. Now, I'm being really honest, Joe. This is, as long as people can see what I'm doing, I'm going to concentrate here.
No
so
problemo.
You'll have to do the talking.
You could use the dies on the cards, even if you didn't want to make the domes, beautiful nativities, trees, cityscapes, etc. Says Michelle. You'll have to forgive me if I'm starting to go a bit hoarse, Sarah. There was a lot of screaming and shouting going on backstage here last night when we came off air. It was very, very tense. Brenda says, good afternoon, Joe and Sarah. Looking forward to the show. I've ordered this bundle. She also says, I finished my ironing, Joe. I'm glad you finished your ironing, Brenda. Thank you for that. Debbie says, I ordered the full set. I wasn't sure on the set at first, but seeing the samples really hammers home why I need this. I think absolutely, you can use it in so many different ways. And also Evelyn says, she's thinking about ideas on turning these into snow globes. It'd make great central elements for snow globes if you wanted to use them in that way.
Right.
It does come together quickly, Sarah, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? And can you see what I've done is I've just put loads of tape on the side now, Joe. And once you've got that tape in, essentially all I'm wanting you to do is fold all of these over each way. So you're just folding it multiple ways to strengthen the side and the back of this card. Now, it's one of them ones whereby the more times you do it, the better you get at it.
Right.
And I'm all fingers and thumbs here because I'm trying to do it upside down, back to front for the camera, and realising that that's not the easiest thing and I should just have done it my normal way. But can you see, there's one side all structured in. And if you do that, like, can you see how I've done there? I've kind of damaged it a little bit. You've got an extra one. You're just going to stick straight over that side.
Oh, that's super handy.
So it's just to kind of like support it if you aren't quite getting it right. So there we go. So there's the first side, and I'm going to do exactly the same with that second side, Joe.
Wonderful. I just need to quickly as well show you the snow, the faux snow. This is absolutely flying out. At the moment, if this is, oh hello, I've knocked it over. If this is in your basket, I would urge you to check out sooner rather than later. I'm going to give you the option to do so in just a few moments. But the snow, we had enough stock of this, we thought, to last us the whole of Christmas. And I'm going to tell you already 60% of the stock there has sold out and gone. This is going to lend itself, Sarah, isn't it, so beautifully to this particular collection.
In fact, should we go for it and add a little bit of faux snow at this point, right? So once you get to this stage, and now we're all stuck together at the sides and 3D'd up, right?
Brilliant.
If you want to then add a little bit of faux snow on, what I want you to use is your tacky glue, right? So I've got my tacky glue out. I've got my faux snow out. Now, you get look at this, you get an absolutely massive...
a whopping great bag, isn't it?
It's 100 grams. You are not going to be short on it, guys, right? So if I just get a little bit out, I'll take it out as we're working from it, right? So here we go. If I want to add a little bit of the snow, tacky glue is brilliant to do this with. So I'm going to add the snow coming along the bottom here, right? And then once we've got the snow all the way along the bottom, I'm then going to say, right, let's add a few little dots onto the trees and maybe a little bit onto the roof of the church here. And again, on the little trees here, the rooftops there, it would have a little bit of a rooftop here. So you just add, but tacky glue is the best. I definitely recommend tacky glue, okay? And then you're just going to dribble the snow on like this. And you see you use the tiniest little amount, and actually I'm going to knock this straight off into the bag.
Awesome.
So I've just realised having a fan on at the side of me probably isn't the best idea when you're working with the faux snow. So I might keep that out of the way of the fan over there. But look at that, with that little bit of snow added on there, it's just taken it to that next level.
Amazing.
Now, can you see I've got quite a big glob of glue there, so I'm going to lie this flat instead of lying it quite 3D there to start with. And then all I'm going to do is add, let's have a little look. I did have a little piece of, goodness knows where I've put it, Joe. I've got stuff everywhere. Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to pop a little piece of this along here, and I'm going to add this just onto the bottom, just to kind of finish it off, right? So again, all I'm doing is just titivating really, and covering up any areas like at the sides here where I didn't have it. It's not the cleanest, so can you see I'm just pulling that along there like that, Joe, and just smartening up everything.
Awesome. Pegs has all this collection and the Christmas centre cut out sentiments, and of course a magnetic panel. Maureen says, is this the same snow that was in the glittering snowflakes collection from last year? Except surely this has got to be about 8 times the size, this bag, isn't it?
Bumper pack.
It is absolutely massive. Joanne says, wow, these are bigger than I thought they were. Once again, something I saw on the website, wasn't quite sure. Absolutely now in my basket. I think that's the thing with these. Yes, they look amazing, but when you see how easy they go together, they're incredible. That looks phenomenal, Sarah.
Doesn't it? I'm so pleased with it. Now, here's the thing, guys, right? If you were late to the party joining us, that is me showing you the beginning. That is me showing you just the start point on this concept, right? That's what we call the intended purpose. I'm going to lie it flat so that my glue doesn't run too much, okay? From here, what I'm going to be doing over the rest of the show is, let's have a look, what should we do next? right, I'm going to show you how to do this next. So I'm going to show you how to build up and make it in, not as the dome, but just use the domes into the front of like a lantern. Then a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to be showing you how to do them in a pop-up box like this, and we're going to be doing pop-up boxes with them. And then if we get time, which we absolutely should, we'll also build up to how to do like a box card like this. So all these different concepts and so many more, because we'll look at the concept suite again later in the show, all building on using that same set of concept dies just in different ways, Joe.
Amazing. They really are incredible. It's so busy. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out in just a minute or so. Let me just recap what's in the collection for you. So what you're going to receive, of course, this one here is the O Christmas tree. Now in the O Christmas tree, this is where you're going to get the worker die, which is going to have all the elements that you need to put that concept together. And it's also going to have the Christmas tree and the presents and the stencil. So that's what you're getting there firstly in that main die. I'll just show you the other elements that are coming in there as well, because then what you're getting are the interchangeable sections, which then in there in turn allow you to create all of the different scenes. So this one just here, as you can see, this is the Christmas village. That is that one that you've just seen Sarah create there. Amazing dimensional projects that you're able to do with this one. Again, these kind of elements here, if you're getting pattern papers involved, they're going to be awesome. Maybe you're going to get your mirror cards involved there like this one has, or maybe you're going to keep them more simple and monochrome. However you want to do them, you're going to get fantastic results. As well as a Christmas village, you're then going to get as well a way in a manger. So if the reason for the season is the kind of reason you're putting these projects together, that's the kind of projects you need to make or want to make, you've got everything covered here for you. I think what we've done is put together a really great succinct collection that are going to cover and span so many of your different Christmas projects that you want to be creating. So they're the 3 die sets that you're going to get included. Now the 3 die sets on their own should be £42.97 or £49.85. You are not paying that for this, but what you're also then getting in here is the storage. So you're going to get the fab file in here as well with the tab dividers, which is absolutely excellent. You're then going to get the stamp storage in here as well, and you're also going to get as well those magnetic sheets in there. You get all of that, so you're going to be able to store those super easily as well. The price is amazing for you, £40 or $48, £32 or $38.40 as a platinum member. That's why, how much, Georgina? 30% of our stock has already gone. Now, that is massive, considering we are half an hour into our launch show. So, right, other things that you're going to want to put in your basket, because I know you're going to be wanting to get that free shipping and handling. The faux snow. We had thousands of these, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. We don't have anywhere near enough of this left to last us through our Christmas event through the rest of July. What I would say is, if you love this, the value's amazing on it, $11.99 or $14.95, then absolutely grab a hold of it. A lot of you are multi-ordering on this at the moment, which is really, really wise. Platinum members, less than £10, under $12 there for that. Something else you might want to go for, they are UK only. You've got your different spray and sparkles. Now these are awesome for adding detail to your projects. When you just want to accent them with that wonderful sparkle, you can do that. I'll show you ones that you're getting that you got on here. They are on any 3 for £18 if you want to get them. So you've got Pearl Diamond, which is your first one just here. You've then also got in here the iridescent, you've got the gold, and you've got the silver as well. They're the 4 different options that you've got available there for you. So do grab those as well. Now, I want to give you an opportunity to check out, because a lot of you already have popped this brand new collection into your basket. Whilst you do that, what I'm going to do is share with you all the details of US shipping and also all the details. I'm going to share with you all the... Oh, nearly knocked me pack shot over my iPad there. I want to share it with you how you can shop, but also all the details of Club Inspire.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We're so busy, so many of you checking out. It is incredibly busy, so much excitement as well on Facebook and YouTube about all the different things that you're going to be able to do with these. It is brand new. It's your first chance to get your hands on it right now today, which is so exciting. I can't wait to see all the incredible things that you guys come up with and start making with these, because there's loads of different ideas here. I think you guys are going to have even more ideas about how you put these together. Right, Sarah, I know you've got lots of. It's kind of, we're going on a bit of a journey today, aren't we? So that's basically. I think for £32 or $38.40 for platinum members, even if you only made that concept you've just shown us there, great value for money, isn't it? But sky's the limit with these.
It really is. And do you know what? For anyone who missed it at the beginning, right? Let me just walk you through. Okay, so this. The one that I just did, the demo that I just did, is basically the core of how it was designed. So let me just show you, there's 3 of the designs like that. If I show you in the black and whites, there's the one that we just did, which is the rooftop scene. There is the one here, which is and you can see there with the stenciling in the background too. There's the one here, which is the Christmas tree scene with the presents and the little fairy lights. And then there is also the nativity scene. So those are the 3 kind of as they were intended to be used, okay? But if you take that concept and build on it, right, you could take these same dies, put them inside a card now, and create a 2-part scene where you've got an edgeable in the background and an edgeable at the front. Now, using a twin edgeable also lends itself really well to things like a stepper card, right? So this one in the background here could be like an aperture or a shaker card. Or you could put acetate behind there with Faux snowing, John.
Nice.
You could have it little snowing outside.
Oh, how about the acetate from the gnome collection if you've got some extras of that?
Yes,
yeah.
the little dot bit, perfect. And you've got the edgeable that sits on the front there as well, which I'm going to show you how to use in the next demo. You could be taking those and building them into, let's have a little look. Can you see like a little 3D scene like this? So it can build up into this little 3D scene. You could be doing them in diorama cards. So anywhere basically, and this could be a multi-part diorama if you want. I've just put one on the back, one on the front here, but you could have them as multiple layers of the scene. And actually they're very cuttable, these. So if you want to cut into them and make them even more layers. Now later on in the show I'm going to be teaching you how to do one of the pop-up boxes like this. They're brilliant, aren't they? The demo I'm going to do next is how to do like a little lantern with these as well. And even if you're wanting to do a little box and be doing them on the side of a box. I think they're brilliant on the side of a box, especially just in black and white like this. They look so impactful. So that's what we call the concept suite, where I try and show everybody all the different ways they could work, okay? And what I'm going to do now is start and work my way through teaching you some of these more advanced cards. So what we're going to do is that one that looks like a little bit of a lantern, right? And I've actually got, oh, look at you what I managed to find. I'm just going to be really honest and tell you, I bought like a big bundle load of them on Amazon, right? You know those little, where you switch the lights on like this? Yeah, So I've got some of these that I'm going to fit and I'm going to stick them inside as well.
Amazing.
So and I thought we'd try and hide them in between the Christmas tree. So that was after I'd done the demo, I got that ready extra, thought, right, I'm going to try and show you how to do that. So if you want to do this exact size one, right, let me walk you through. What I've done is I've cut myself a piece of card, and this is 10.5 inches long, 5 inches wide. So if you want to come back and bookmark this demo so you can make this exact card, 10.5 inches wide, 5 inches deep. And I want you to score at 1/2 inch, right? And then also 5 1/4, which is like your halfway point. And then do the same again, turn it right around, and I want you to score at 1/2 inch, right? So if you measure these little bits in the middle, should be, 4.5 inches in the middle there, right?
Excellent.
Now what we're going to do then is I just want you to use a very faint line and draw down the middle at like 1 inch. So I'm just marking the 1 inch line on the centre part there. I think you can just about see that.
I can see that.
Perfect, right? Now we're going to use this for our aperture. We're not going to be using this to kind of cut out from. So talking about the aperture, we're not going to be using the worker die on this one. We're just going to use the aperture and that centre cut line. So if I take the Christmas tree, and then I take the inner part of the worker die. So the worker die only comes in the Christmas tree one, and that is if you want to do the actual snow globe. I'm going to do the Christmas tree. So if you can see, there's my 2 lines. I'm going to sit this across the centre, and I'm going to sit that Christmas tree in the inside part here. So if I line that up, just as we've done before with like the peekaboo characters, Joe.
Yep.
And I'm just lining that up in there, and again, I'm going to hold all of that in place with a little bit of tape while we send it through the machine.
Using your products makes my heart sing, says Mab Designs. Now there's a testimonial. Jane Rowling says, a lot of people I give cards to at Christmas, they then go on to keep them to use them as decor in the following years. One of these would be a great addition to their collection. I think it would be. I actually think making trees and decorations you could hang on your tree would be awesome.
Yep.
With these as well. Maybe even using the original concept, making them double-sided would be a brilliant way. You could hang them in windows if you wanted to do it like that as well.
You crafty Joe!
I know, check me out.
He's on it.
Michelle says, I love these when I saw them Friday. Now I love them more, and I cannot wait to get my hands on them. So many of you saying exactly that. So much excitement about people getting their hands on these. I mean, we've come up with some incredible ways to use these, but I know that our savvy crafters are going to come up with even more ideas, don't you, Sarah?
I kind of can't wait for the craft along, because I think you guys are going to have even better ideas than what we've had, and I want to see what you want to do with them and what you want us to teach you. Do you know where I get all my ideas from generally for all our cards, Joe? It's seeing what other people have made. You know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've got some really creative people out there that work with us. So it's just seeing and getting all the ideas from everyone else. So here we go. I've done one aperture. I'm doing the next aperture, and I've just used that inch score line at the bottom to line everything up so that it's going to sit in there absolutely beautifully, okay? So here we go. We work from this part here. And then what you're going to do from here, Joe, is I want you to actually use some of your pens or your inks or something like that and colour in that Christmas tree, okay? So what we've got is we've got an amazing set of sparkle pens on this show today. So I'm going to use my sparkle pens and just do a little bit of colouring in on the trees, just to give you like a little bit of an idea there of what you could be doing.
Yeah, the sparkle pens are available to you in the show. In there, you get the essential brights, you get the soft pastels, the antique vintage, the earthy naturals as well, the tint and tone, and the clear overlay. So you're getting 3 in each of those, which is fantastic. $64.95 or $84.75. Details are there on the screen for you. You get 18 pens in there. I mean, sparkles, I mean, they're great for so much, but for Christmas, I mean, they really do give you that bit of bling as well. And what a really super quick technique that is there, Sarah, to make that. I love how it looks like you've really taken time to shade that in.
Doesn't it? I've just gone 2 tone. I just did one, let it dry, and then did the other one with a little bit of water.
Amazing.
How simple is that? Now you can build up, you can colour these in however you want. You can do like your little trunk of your tree in the brown or whatever. You can have it sit, we could put a little bit of faux snow along the bottom and have it sitting on the snow, right? So you colour these however you want, but what you're going to need to do is do the colouring, and then you're going to need to stick some acetate behind them, right? And then what I am going to do, I'm trying to keep nice and tidy here so that I don't get ink all over, right? So once we get to this stage, I then want to do a separate set with the presents on for another level. So look what I've done. I've just cut myself a second piece of cardstock. Let's have a little look. Second piece of cardstock, the same size as the aperture there, Joe, right? And if I take the presents, so this is completely separate, so I'm going to take those presents and just cut them into the front panel here, and we're going to create our own little topper that you can then go and stamp into. So you see that goes onto there. Same sandwich combination, and this is the beauty of these. They're so simple. All you need is to see the ideas. This is what I always find with this, Joe. You just want to see the ideas. Go and have a look at what our design team have done. Go and see what other people have been doing. Get some other ideas. And you just need to see them to be able to then go and make them all again. And because this is such a unique concept, you know this is what people are going to be kind of doing over and over. You know, this is going to be the latest thing that everyone's wanting to do.
And I think you're going to take these dies and use them individually everywhere. Imagine just creating a simple Z-fold card with those presents as your Z-fold. I mean, that in its own right would look absolutely gorgeous.
So look what I've done there. I've just taken them, Joe, and I've just stamped on the Merry Christmas and create myself a little topper on there.
Perfect.
And then again, you can just come on with some of your sparkle pens or whatever, or any of your pens actually, and just colour these in to get them all kind of finished off from there. So make your toppers. I'm going to start and put the whole card together. What I've done is, I've done a couple of these toppers, and I've coloured in my Christmas trees and stuck a little bit of acetate behind the window so that you can kind of see how we move on to the next stage. So acetate behind there, and we've got acetate on the show now, and then you've got your little toppers which we're going to stick over the front like this, okay? So if I just show you here, right, let's have a little look. Here is the two pieces I've got, all the trees coloured in with those little elements stuck over the front jaw, and then that is ready to kind of put together as the finished card. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to cut one more piece of card. Right, can you see I've cut the piece of card. Now this one is the same width as those panels. So can you see, so we said that was 4.5 inches and it's 5 inches long. And these, this I'm just going to stick behind here. But before I do, right, what I'm going to do is from the back of this one here, Joe, is I'm going to bring in these little lights. Now, you're going to have to read comments while I go on this because I want to
not a problem at all.
All those little lights.
I'm just hearing how busy it is at the moment over on the website. We're watching the figures dwindle as we go along. I know there was so much excitement when these were previewed on Friday, Sarah.
Oh, Joe, my little lights aren't working.
Oh no!
Oh, there, We've got a dodgy connection.
Oh, we're right. We're back in business.
Dodgy connection. In we go. Right. Oh, my life. Right, what I was going to do, but I'm frightened to do it now in case it don't work, is can you see I'm going to stick all of these in the little background pieces?
Through the little aperture?
Can you see through the little aperture pieces?
Amazing.
Hang on, it might be working there. Right, I'm going to get sticking and then tell me what you think as we get on.
It looks like they're on some sort of fancy lighting flashing sequence, which is not
there we
meant
go.
to happen.
Not quite what we had planned, but
not what we had in mind. Patricia said, so I've decided my cards are going to be so awesome this year that they will be everyone's Christmas gifts. Now, I tell you what, if that saves you buying gifts for everyone, I think that's, a present and a card all in one, Patricia. You got the right idea. Cindy says, I ordered this set last week. I cannot wait to get it. Patricia says, good morning from Ohio. I love that our viewers have started spelling it now with a little O, a big H, a big I, and then another little O. So that's how you spell Ohio, so everyone knows.
That's how Joe says you spell it.
Yeah, that is officially how it's going to be now. Michelle says, I love these when I saw them Friday. Now I love them even more. I cannot wait to get my hands on them as well. Remember, you can come back, watch this launch show back anytime you like, which is fantastic. So make a note of when this show is, share it on Facebook, bookmark it on YouTube. We will have a craft along coming up with these as well. So that means we'll all get the opportunity to sit and craft together in real time over a couple of hours. So you know what, I think although it's a concept, Sarah, it's a new concept. So often with a new concept, it's something new to learn, isn't it? But with this, it's like an amalgamation of a load of things that I know you guys have already been doing already. You know how to use our edgeable dies. They're so simple. There's hours of tuition out there on our website for you. You know, our diorama cards, our theatre cards, you know how to use all of these. This is like taking and cherry picking all the best bits from those different styles and putting them together in one awesome bundle for you. So you're going to get something amazing that you can create really easily. I think that is why it's so busy at the moment. And the price, not only to get, you know, a brand new concept with 3 new styles, but also to then get everything that you need to store them into as well, I think is absolutely off the chart amazing. Our Christmas launch has been great this year, Sarah, but I cannot and have not been able to get my head around the value. I honestly don't know how we've been doing it.
Do you know, I was with Becky on Saturday and she said something that really kind of hit home for me. She said, if she goes to the shop and she wants to get like the latest dress that's out or whatever, right? You're paying full price for it. She said, what I can't wrap my head around, what you guys do at Crafters Companion, she said, is that the brand new stuff, you give everybody the offer when it launches. But I just think that's us. We want you to get the best deal as it was. So we always make sure that the best deal is when we launch something. And to be honest, a lot of our launches don't make it past the launch. You know, they're available for a couple of weeks and then they kind of don't make it past then. This is going to be exactly one of those because it's so different and so unique, and I just know you'll love it. Right, let's have a little look here. I've got my lantern going up there, Joe. Now I just need to get my dodgy battery working, right? So come on, I'll keep giving you a bit of a push. Come on. Oh man, after I've done all that sticking, now it's not oh man. Joe, but you can see the vision, can't you?
I can pretend it's lighting up, Sarah.
Please pretend it's lighting up, because that was going to look so cool. And I think I've just absolutely finished it off. I'm going to send this outside to Tracy and have it to play with that with a little leather. But can you see I've stuck all of those inside? That is going to look awesome when it's lit up, guys.
It really
it's going to look
is.
Absolutely awesome. But don't worry, that is one of only a plethora of awesomeness demonstrations that I'm doing this show. The reason I insisted on wanting to do this show, guys, is because this is that sort of concept whereby you learn the basics, like we did here, and you build up and up and up and up to like a crescendo of all these different concepts that you can do. So I'm going to tidy up, get ready for the next demo, because the next one I'm going to show you is that one that you love, Joe, is how to do that 3D little box.
Love these, absolutely love them. And the great thing is about this as well, these are definitely a concept that you're going to be able to bring other things into as well, if you want to. Think about things like the Nativity collection that we brought to you last year. They're going to be played brilliantly with this concept. Let me take you through again what you're getting in the collection then. Oh, Christmas tree. This is the one that you must have. Even if you're going for individuals, you must go for this one, because what this has in here, of course, is that worker die with the stays in there as well, which is going to allow you to put the concept together. The other ones then have the different plaques in here, or banners, and the different embellishments, and then the main element. Remember what you're getting as well. You are getting a stencil within each one. This stencil, for instance, this is 4 separate stencils together in one. And this is what we talk about really. When we talk about Crafters Companion being designed by crafters for crafters, you know, we could have given you 1 block stencil, but what's the good in that? Because you can only do 1 job with it. This one gives you the opportunity to create 4 different elements. I'm going to show you the boards on the other 2, but bearing in mind the worker element is only coming included in the Christmas tree one that you've got there. This one's then going to give you the 2 scene dies here, so the Christmas village. It's also going to give you the shooting star, and it's going to give you that badge there as well. Then what you've got is Away in a Manger. That gives you these 2, sort of, I call it reason for the season. I think that's a really nice way to put it. That's what one of our viewers called it last year, where you've got that amazing nativity scene, you've got the star, and you've then got the plaque there. And then, I love this, because you've got essentially 3 really awesome different stencils within here. I know we did an incredible edgeable last year that's going to play beautifully with this particular set too. So if you've got that, you're going to be able to love using that together. Let me just quickly share with you as well the 3 sort of different looks and feels that you can do. And this is only really if you're creating it in that standard sort of concept that's been designed, but we know you're going to take that into loads of different directions. So there's that wonderful Christmas village, as you can see. Here's the Away in a Manger as well. It's the attention to details with these. The fact that we've even included that panel on the side that's going to enable you to hide all of your workings as well. And then what you've got here too is that incredible Christmas tree in there as well. £40 or $48, you're not actually paying for the dies, but we're also going to throw in the extra storage for you too. So you're going to get the fab file in there. It's got the tab dividers. We're going to give you the magnetic panels, and we're going to give you the storage pockets as well. I do need to let you know though that 40% of a really massive launch stock has already sold out and gone. It doesn't take into account everyone that is in the ordering process as well at the moment. It is extremely busy. It's no surprise. I need to go back to the faux snow again. I need to let you know 70% of this faux snow has gone. Pretty much, I think 93% of orders are adding the faux snow into there. Some of you are going for 4s and 5s of this as well. Why wouldn't you? It's awesome. It's going to last you forever. You've got 100 grams in there. That is absolutely loads in there, which is fantastic. So do grab that. $11.99 or $14.95. That's $9.59 or $11.69 if you're going for that as a platinum member. Now, something else that will work brilliantly with these is our acetate. We've got a multi-buy, a duo for you of the heat-resistant acetate available in the show. It's $4.78 or $7.18 if you want to get your hands on that one just there. And it's going to be perfect, of course, for these kinds of concepts, which is excellent. Any questions that you've got, keep getting them into me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. I want to give you a heads up on some other bits that are in the show, under that Shop the Show button that you guys have found already. I've got an amazing tape and glue 5-piece collection. It's like a hero collection, really, because what you've got in here is foam pads, a tape runner, low tack tape, red liner tape, and you've got that all-purpose adhesive for you in there as well. Platinum members, less than £10 for platinum members. That's amazing. Less than $15. We've got the spray and sparkle. This is excellent because it's like a varnish, but it's got glitter in there for you as well. So it's going to give you a really awesome bit of bling in there too. So you can go for the silver. You can go for gold. You've also got the iridescent, which is my favourite. And then you've also got the pearl diamond in there as well, which is fantastic. $6.99, 3 for £18 if you're going for that in the UK. $5.59 individually as a Club Inspire Platinum member as well. Lots of you chatting away, lots of excitement, loads of you talking about the amazing ways that you are going to be able to use these as well. Right, what I'm going to do is I want to share with you all the details of US shipping. Basically, I'll level with you. It's so busy at the moment, I don't really know how many we've got left until some of you check out. So whilst you check your baskets out, let's share with you all the details of US shipping. Take a look.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
I'm gonna get my wrist slapped, you know. I've only gone and forgot to tell you about the metallic markers. Right, let me share these with you because these are perfect for all of your Christmas crafting. You're going to absolutely love these. And what you've got in here, each pack contains 6 of them. You've got a brush nib on there, a bullet nib as well. Now you can watercolour with them, but once they dry, then they become permanent, which is excellent. The other great thing about them is the amount of different surfaces they go onto. Glass, ceramic, cardstock, pretty much everything. So you get the precious metals in there, which is these 6 amazing colours that you can see just here. You'll also get the rare minerals in there and also the antique elements. You buy 2, you get 1 free, which is awesome value, and they're one of our real hero products when it comes to the Spectrum Noir range that we bring you. Less than £20, just over $27 for Club Inspire Platinum members on those ones just there. Right, more exciting concepts to come, Sarah?
Yes, I just want to go right for everybody who wasn't here at the beginning, okay? I'm just going to start right at the beginning so you understand how this came to be and what the concept is, okay? So if I start you off with this one here, and there's my sample here. So this was the vision of what we wanted to do. We wanted you to be able to create a 3-dimensional dome-shaped card where you could have this detail in the background and then multiple layers. If I just tilt that forward, you can see how each one of them is a different layer building up on top of each other. So what we did was we designed the worker die, which is this part here, and then you've got multiple layers of the cutting detail. Now, once you've got the worker die once, you can do it with all your different designs. So that's your Christmas tree. Your second option is this one here, which is your away in a manger. So just to be clear, if you only go for the away in a manger, it's not called away in a manger. It is called away in a manger.
It is called away in a manger.
I always call it just away in a manger. So it actually is called. So if you just want to go for that, guys, you wouldn't get the worker die. You need basically the bundle if you want to get the worker die in here. But even on its own, that is a fantastic multiple set of edgeables. And then your third set in here is your fantastic like rooftop scene. So this is it here. And again, this one's called Christmas Village. So you get the village scene with the townhouses and the village scene with the Christmas trees in as well. And again, if you use them in conjunction with that worker die, that is what you achieve, right? However, the idea is once you've got those worker dies, once you've got the worker die and you've got this concept nailed, you can build up to do other things. So I talked about, there's my black and whites with all of these 3 different options, right? And you can see there, each one, you get not only the dies, but then you also get that stencil that works in with it. So for example, in this one here, you can see we've stenciled the little snowflakes in the background. You've got the tree stencil design. This one, you've got the little 3-dimensional, what do you call it, like the hearth stove there. You've got more in the background here with the Bethlehem scene. But then if you start and build up and use
they,
them
though, in their own
ways,
right, don't they look amazing? Just in black and white, just those 3 concepts.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And look, do you know, even if you just bought this set to make them 3 cards, and by the way, those of you that make to sell, these are the cards that you can charge an absolute fortune for because they're so different. But then you build on them to give you versatility, because when I'm making purchases, I like to know I'm buying something that I'm going to get loads more out of. So this is where you can be using them in a pop-out card, for example, with a multi-layer scene on here. Or you can be using them onto an edgeable, for example. So can you see, this could be an aperture in the background, and you've got your multi-layer of your fold on there. Then we've got things like your diorama cards. I love doing diorama cards, and I love the idea of one at the back and then another one layered up on the front in a different colour. You can be doing your little book, which I'm going to be doing later on in the show, teaching everybody how to do something that folds flat but opens up to be like a 3-dimensional book box like this.
Amazing.
And then the one that I'm going to do next, Joe, is this one here, how we do a pop-out box. So last year, you'll remember, we launched the pop-out box die sets. I'll show you how to make the pop-out box with them and then how we can add to it with these ones here. And then obviously there's the one that we've just done, which is the little set there. And then also, if you want to do like a little 3D box and put your designs around the outside, I think that's really clever too. So, I mean, never before have I known us have something so versatile, so clever, so technical, but then actually, if you've been watching the first hour of the show, you'll have realised so easy to do because it's the dies that do the work. And of course, you've always got this show to come back to reference how to do all this stuff. And this is just going to be the first of a whole educational plan with these, where we have them on a big launch day like this. We'll be doing a craft along. They'll be on one of our Monday Maker shows, so you can learn how to do a little bit more advanced crafting with them. And we'll just build you up through more and more different techniques. So
absolutely. I think the thing is with them, Sarah, yeah, they go together in their own concept, but then because of the size of them, which is obviously what our designers have taken into mind, you can basically just pull them away and embellish other things with them, can't
Yes.
you? I mean, you could even just cut one of these and put it on a tag, and that could be just a decoration on a tag. You knew I had to get a tag in there somehow.
I knew you'd have to get the tag in there. I like the idea, especially that lovely nativity scene. You could be doing the tag with the nativity scene cut into the front part of the tag. They're a lovely size, really lovely size. Now, I'm going to crack on with that pop-out box. So this is what I'm going to be showing everybody how to make now. So, and these always fold flat to go in the envelope, and then open up and give you this lovely kind of 3-dimensional effect there. So to do the actual box, I've got our pop-out box die here, and you'll see they come with full instructions, but if you've never made one before, these are available on the website. I can teach you how to do this, right? So all we do is we take here one of just a random sheet of cardstock, any colour, right? And I'm going to bring in my pop-out box die And can you see, you just cut it onto the front like that, Joe, and hold it in place. Where's my sticky tape? Hold it in place with a little bit of tape, and then we're going to send that through. Now, you need to make 2 of these, right?
Okey-doke.
So you're going to need 2 of the boxes, and then it's completely up to you how deep you want your box to be. So you're going to cut multiple layers to stick the box together. So 2 of these, and I'll show you how they all kind of piece in together.
I think Joy kind of sums it up. The lovely Joy Sampson in New York, who says, without sounding too dramatic, this is pretty mind-blowing, which is exactly my sentiment indeed, Joy. It really is. I think when you look at them on the surface, you think, yeah, amazing concept, brilliant value, but when you see what you can do with them, it really does set them apart. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. You know, getting back into your stash, thinking about different acetates you're going to use, the vellums, the pattern papers that you're going to put together with these. I think it's definitely something that could help you theme all of your Christmas crafting, whether it is presentation boxes, if you're making boxes to give gifts in, of course cards are going to work beautifully with this as well, but even decorations, you know, I think you're going to be able to make wonderful tree decorations and hanging decorations with these for all around the house. Yolanda says, Sarah, you've done it again with another incredible collection. Catherine, which has made me laugh, talking about the faux snow, Sarah, says, love the faux snow. Last year, I was a little bit heavy-handed and my bag broke and I was working in the living room. My daughter's thought it was the perfect opportunity to lay down and make snow angels. They are definitely encouraging me to get more. I mean, you can make a whole lot of snow angels out of the 100 grams of this stuff, couldn't you?
You absolutely could. And do you know what, guys? I'm just going to be really honest with you. It has been way more busy than we were expecting it to be. So if you are wanting the faux snow, you better just get on and get it, because I don't think it's going to last overly long. If I'm being totally honest, we were thinking we had enough stock to last us through till Christmas. That stock update that you're getting there, guys, is basically everything that we've got.
We had thousands and thousands and thousands of these. Now we have hundreds of them, is what I would say. And it might sound like a lot, but knowing how much Christmas crafting there is to be done just throughout the rest of July into August, September, there's no way that we're going to have enough to last at this rate. So if you do want it, you want it to be an integral part of your Christmas crafting, which I know it is going to be, you will need to stock up on it. And also, that price, Sarah, definitely worth getting 3 or 4 of these, because you know how much crafting you're going to be doing between now and Christmas.
You say that, I'm actually reticent to encourage people to do that, because we're going to run out of it sooner, Joe.
Well, you know what I'm here for.
Yeah, so if we run out of it by the end of this show and you've got loads of people shouting at you, guys, just all remember that it's Joe who told everybody to buy them all. It wasn't me.
Well, you know, I just told you. What else can I do? What else can I do? Make sure you grab it and make sure, because I mean, you'd be putting that in things like box frames. I mean, you could even be putting that in your windows, couldn't you? You know, like if you make Christmas windows, Sarah, and you want to dress the windows with it, you could just scatter it all in your Christmas windows. It look amazing.
I love doing that. I do loads of snow in the windows at Christmas time. Loads. Right, I did a little bit of a bodge job here, Joe, because I just cut mine roughly by eye. Well, I'll not be doing that again. So I'm just going to level the whole thing off at the bottom, but you'll get the idea of how the 3D boxes work, okay? So you've watched me kind of assemble both of those two together. So you'll get the base, and then can you see on the sides you have basically these little markings here, right? So what they're for is this die here. You're going to cut multiples of this die out, and I'm going to do mine nice and quickly with my Gemini Mini, because you're going to cut them out with your Gemini Mini and then you're going to layer them up inside.
These, of course, all these dies that we're sharing with you today would be perfect for the Gemini Midi as well, which is just launched today as your brand new Get It, Got It Good. So with 100 bonus points on there. So yeah, this would be perfect opportunity to use any of these dies through there as well. I couldn't believe until recently you used the mini folder through the MIDI. I was like, what? It blows my mind.
Oh yeah, and honestly, we always try and design them with like ultimate versatility and flexibility in order, right? So this is how you make the basic box, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you will own this die, will have seen us doing these demonstrations before, will have the gist of how it all works. But for those that were just brand new to this is, you can make these from scratch, basically using all of your measurements, or if you, when we launched the box dies, it was the easy way to be able to do this. So if I just show you how all this goes together now, Joe, these go inside the box like this, on one side, and then on the other side like that. so that you've got these little layers, and they fold flat and stick down flat. But then when they stand up, you can see you've got the piece coming across. So I'll do that again. So you stick the next one in, and it folds flat in here like this. But then as we fold that whole thing flat, that will stick down flat, and then, nope, doesn't go onto that one. It's going to go, oh, we're going to stick you onto this one here. So you won't have to do this back to front upside down, guys, for a camera.
I mean, you are doing this at a rate of knots, Sarah, may I say as well.
It's just to give everybody the idea. Can you see? So you've got the levels coming across. So that's how you're going to make the basic outside box, right? Now,
your lights are working, Sarah.
I know, can we show them? Go on, give us the video, Hilary. Thank you, me dear. Thank you so much for fixing it all. Now you're not going to be able to see it because the lights...
Shall I do the trick, Sarah? Shall I do the trick?
He's going to do the trick.
Woohoo! Ready?
Yes, that is what we needed to see right there. Oh, you did. I needed more of a moment there, but that looks great.
Do you want me to do it again?
Go on, do it again, do it again,
Okay.
do it again.
Hang on. I'm going to get told off. There we go.
Yes! How awesome there does that look? Yes!
Is that enough?
Do you know what? If that doesn't win demo of the show, I'm going to be gutted.
Do you want your lights back now?
Go on, have them back on. I could sit here in the dark all day looking at that. I'm so pleased with that. Right. Oh, thank you so much to the team outside who've been going at it with the...
Everyone outside was like, why is all the lights gone off? Why is all the lights gone off?
Right, I'm putting that in the background here. Right, come on, I'll finish my last little bit of the demo. So, this one here, back to where I was at, what I've done is, I've just basically finished that off and done a little bit of matting and layering with the green over the top, right? So I've got my whole box made and matted and layered up. So now we can start and do the clever stuff with our multiple different designs, because this is actually from here pretty super simple. So all you're going to do is take some pieces of card that are the same width as here, right? And I'm going to bring in now my different elements. So here is my Bethlehem scene. And I'm going to pop this onto here, and I'm going to hold this down with a little bit of tape, and we're going to send this through the machine. So we want one with the scene on, and then we want another one with the 3 kings on here. And we're going to build all these up, and then I'm going to colour them in and stick them on, Joe.
Absolutely excellent. Loads of you still loving these. Lots of questions coming in, lots of ideas really, more so than anything.
Ideas, I love it. Do you know, they're my favourite
these.
shows, Joe, where everybody has their own ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. Send me in exactly what your ideas are. Anything we haven't shown you thought, gosh, do you know what, that'd be amazing for that. You know where I am, Crafters TV. Well, I'm here, but you know what I mean. Socially, digitally, you know where I am. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching over on YouTube. Also, don't forget, it's not the only show today as well. We've got another incredible show coming up for you a little bit later. I'll be back with Craig for Monday Makers, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, which is, 11 a.m. away on the West Coast. So make sure you join us for that as well. Jane says, wowzers, very impressive with the lights.
Thank you guys.
Marie Romero, I'll try that again. Marie, it's quite hard to say quickly, Marie's name. Marie Romero says that's a perfect night light for the children, or drinking
a Christmas night
amazing, or drinking a cup of tea watching Christmas movies with that on the mantle above the fireplace.
Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Great idea.
Now, from here, Joe, all I want you to do is colour them in, right? So just I've realised I'm going to run out of time to do all my demos if I sit and colour all those in. But I've got here some of the colour blend pencils. So if you wanted to just sit and colour those in, you could just be coming in all these and building it up and just colouring in. Whatever colouring medium you like to work with. I happen to have the colour blend pencils handy when I was getting this demo ready. But anyone that you want to work with, just build up and use them and build.
All of the colour blends are available together as a collection, and they're half price at the moment over on the website, Sarah, as well, which is awesome. So the 24 packs are all half price. So go over there on the website, have a little look, and you will find them. Just type colour blend into the search bar, and they'll all pop up for you.
Right, so I haven't said I wasn't going to colour it in. Here I am colouring it in.
I
can't spend all day. I can't help myself, right? But here we go. Here's the ones that I've coloured in. So I've coloured in that Bethlehem scene. And then I've also coloured in my lovely 3 kings, or the 3 wise men, or whatever you think of them as. And I'm going to show you how we attach them into here, right? So all we're going to do is in here, I'm going to add a little bit of tape along the very base of there. And then that is going to be my one right at the back and it's just going to go, oh, it's just a little bit tiny too wide at the moment. I'm going to just trim them down, and that is going to just sit right on the edge there. And to be honest, nobody will ever notice that is that is like was not part of it and it's being connected on, especially if you use your tape pens, Joe, and it's a really, really good stick. So look at that one there. So we've got that inside, and then I'm going to come on with the next bit and do exactly the same thing. A little bit of tape along the bottom, just trim off those edge parts, and then those guys are going to sit in here on the second one. There we go.
It's so clever how our designers as well, Sarah, they really do think about what have come, all the products that have come before when they put these products together. So you know that you're always going to get just the maximum amount of craftability out of what we bring to you, because hundreds, if not thousands of you already own these. Oh, I nearly slipped over. Already own these pop-up box dice. I tripped on me mad. I don't have these. Whoa, I was off. People falling over themselves to get this deal, Sarah. I think I was joining them for a second there.
Right, all I'm going to do here then is I've just taken, can you see this bit here? So I'm just going to bring this into the back of the box just to kind of make a bit of a scene. But then I also wanted to show you how to do, so those side elements, Joe, I thought they would be absolutely perfect to use some of our little bits. Can you see, to go on the front and the side panels here, I want to use just some of my little bits of the, what's the word, the stencil.
The stencils,
yes. Stencil, right. So here we've got the stencil here, right? So if I wanted to come and stencil in a little front panel, all you're going to do is bring in a little bit of ink, and let's have a little look here. So I'm going to come in with the green, I'm going to hold it in place, and then you can just stencil that down. So all I'm doing is giving a little bit of a hint, Joe, and this is the thing I love about stencils. Try not to do what I've just gone there and go over the top, right? You just want to come down from the front, from the top base here, and kind of lift it down a little bit. So that then gives you look here, that little hint of a seam.
Love that.
Which will then trim down and go onto the front. And then it's the same if I turn this over and you want to do the palm trees, for example. We could bring the palm trees along here. So I can do the tops of the palm trees, and then you could even use your little daubers, or maybe you want to use like your sparkle pens, for example. So watch this. If I bring my brown sparkle pen in here, I can actually paint in the trunks of the trees. So you can just use the stencils however you want to, just to kind of tell that little bit of a story and give you something going on in the backgrounds of these. So there we go. So there's my, I've just knocked them, but you get the idea. There's my bases with the palm trees.
Love it.
And a little bit of a hint. So what I've got is, I've got some of those, which I'm just going to stick onto the side panels. And I've also used, can you remember our word dies that we had, Joe?
Yes.
It just happened to be exactly the right size to fit in there.
Amazing.
That was good luck, not good management.
Right.
I'll be really honest, because we had no idea when we designed these word dies that we were ever going to do these boxes, and no idea still that we were going to come up with this concept to go on the front. So I'm just building all of that up, and I think that looks really nice. And I'll just do a little bit of matting and layering to finish that off then, Joe.
Just beautiful. So many of you loving this as well. Pat says, hi Joe and Sarah, so glad to see you two together. We're glad to be together, Pat. She says, I love these dies, oh so pretty, especially with the lights. Sarah, you have a dynamo team. I love that comment. Pat also, she's going to do something similar with her gnome collection, which she's gone for. Those gnomes, Sarah. Oh my word.
What a show Leanne had on Friday.
How incredible
I have to
they?
let her have some of the launches, you know,
do.
guys. And she pulled rank on me on that one. So
Sandra says, I'm waiting for my ornament dies to be delivered. I'm thinking about using a barbecue skewer and pieces of drinking straw, top and bottom, the centre of the frame to make a spinner centre. Well, Sandra, Sandra's knocking it out of the park with the concepts there by the sounds of it. Lots of you going for these still, very, very busy. I think, Sarah, with these, people have seen, the sort of immediate ways of using them. But the more ways people see to use these, the more, the busier we seem to get, because they are something you're going to be able to incorporate to so many different elements of your Christmas crafting, which is fantastic. You are going to absolutely adore these. It's getting busier and busier and busier as well as we go through the show. I can't believe how much you've squeezed in already, Sarah, but we've still got loads to try and cram in, haven't we, in the last 40 minutes?
Still got loads more to share with everybody, loads more ideas. It just shows you, though, quite how varied everything is. So we've gone from Nice and simple, although goodness knows I would never use the word simple to describe a card like this. Got nice and simple, and then we've built up to, let me go and get my lovely light up card again, to the light up Christmas trees. There it is. Right from that to the box cards.
Incredible.
All with these same concepts. And honestly, guys, it's not very often we launch a new concept. And if you're platinum, it's 30 odd dollars or pounds. It's all it's going to be, 30 odd, to get yourself a brand new concept and every design in that collection. It's not like a 100, 150 pound concept. You get the worker die and every design in the collection for 30 odd pounds or dollars.
Amazing, amazing value for money. I'm going to take you back through what you're getting. Pretty much everyone going for that big collection. I will give you the individual details this time around as well. So this is the main one. If you're going to pick and choose, this is one you have to go for really, because what this has got in there is that worker die, as you can see. So this element here, which is going to create the outside edge and the inner part in there too. It's also got the side pieces there and the sort of caps that cover the end. So that's what comes in with this one. And then of course, the tree element within there as well. Even if you're just using it in its simplest form, these are the kind of amazing creations that you are going to be able to come up with. So again, I love that, depending on how you theme this up. And also, that's not pattern paper there in the background that you can see. That is the actual stencil that has been used to allow you to create this. In the next one's what you'll get as well. Bearing in mind, the other two, you will not get the worker element in there, but what you will still get is, you will still get the two different, sort of kind of like a mini edgeable that are going to go in there. You'll get the shooting star, the plaque, and then you'll also get the stencil here as well. So you can see the stencil, which is going to create that different skyline there for you. Let me show you a couple of ideas of the sort of things that you're going to be able to put together with these. So look at these. I mean, this one is just really classy and opulent, this one. I'm absolutely loving it. So you've got this design here. You've also got this design just there as well for you, which is fantastic. And then also the other one you're going to get the away in a manger. So you're going to get these two elements just here. You're also going to get the star and the plaque, and you're going to get the stencil in there as well. Let me give you an idea of the sort of awesome things these will do for you, because again, even just in its simplest form, look at how stunning these are. Think about playing around with your colouring mediums, how you're going to put these together. You're going to make something absolutely awesome. No reason as well that these couldn't be stuck onto the front of a card if you wanted to. You know, it could just be a dimensional element on like a dimensional topper maybe. There's so many different ways that you're going to be able to use them. Now, let me remind you what you're getting though in the big collection, because basically in the big collection it's how you get the best value, and it means you're getting it absolutely everything, which is always the way to go, let's face it, isn't it, at the end of the day. So in the big collection you get the three different die collections that I've just taken you through. Now the three different die collections on their own, if you bought them individually, would be £42.97 or $49.85. So you're not paying for those, you're getting a discount. What you're then also getting is £13 worth of storage included as well. You're going to get the fab file with the tab dividers, you're going to get the pockets, and you're going to get the magnetic panels in there too, and you don't pay for them, which is absolutely awesome. So that is by far and away the best value. However, I need to let you know that half the stock has now gone on that deal. Doesn't take into account everyone that's in the ordering process at the moment. So many Christmas launches that we've brought to you, we've brought them in launch day, a day or so later they're gone and out the door. And the thing is, if we reorder a Christmas collection like this, we may reorder it, but I very, very much doubt, Sarah, don't you, that we would get it back this in time for this side of Christmas. It's not going to happen, is it?
Absolutely.
So if you want it, please be quick for it. The same goes for you as well with the faux snow. This is an absolute whacking great pack of this. The thing was, we launched this much, we gave you a much smaller collection, or a much smaller pack of this in the Glittering Snowflakes Sara Signature collection last year. You guys absolutely loved it, and based on your feedback alone, we decided to bring it back to you, but in an absolute bumper pack. It's 100 grams, but it's basically this box completely full of that faux snow. However, 3/4 of our stock has now sold out and gone. $11.99 or $14.95 if you want to get your hands on that one just there. I will take you back to the metallic markers as well, because I think these are going to be fantastic for allowing you to colour up your projects that you're going to be making here as well. So what you get is you get 6 in a pack. They are brilliant. You can watercolour with these. Someone actually said on YouTube earlier, did Joe just say you can watercolour with these? Yeah, pop them down onto a glass mat. They've got a great open time. You'll be able to watercolour with them. Once they're dry though, they then become permanent. You're going to get all 3. So there's a full collection on these that you've got. So you get the antique elements, you get the precious metals in here, and you also get the rare minerals in there as well. Less than £20, just over $27 to get your hands on all of them, which is brilliant. Very busy. You'll find everything across on the website. Also, loads of other stuff in this show that we haven't had any chance to show you yet. Hit the Shop the Show button on the home screen and you'll see everything that is available to you. Something else that's available to you on the website that just launched today, in fact, is this week's Get It, Got It, Good. And this one is an absolute corker. It is your Gemini MIDI. It has so much incredible pressure in here because of course you've got that name of Gemini. It's a folder-based system as well, so you've no sandwich configurations to worry about. And also, not only are you going to get the MIDI within there, you're going to get 100 bonus points on top of that as well, which is absolutely awesome. So do make sure you snap that up whilst it is this week's Get It, Got It, Good. Of course, don't come back next Monday. You will not get the bonus points. There's lots coming up for you as well here on Crafters TV. I'm going to be with you until, when am I with you until? Up until the end of Wednesday this week, and we've got loads of amazing things planned. Later today though, Monday Makers with myself and Craig. There's loads of brilliant things in there. The cutting numbers are in there as well. 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. if you are over on the West Coast. And then tomorrow, myself and Craig will be back with you again for Wake Up Call. Loads of stuff coming up for you. Lots of previews of everything you're going to see throughout the rest of the day. Midday here in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast, 4 a.m. West Coast, if you want to join us for that. I'm going to give you another opportunity to check out your baskets whilst you do that. Here's how you can shop with us, but also all the fantastic details of Club Inspire.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Absolutely, make sure you join that club. Absolutely love this, says Jenny. Cannot wait to make lots of these. Chemistry and Biology says, so glad I already have the box die. I'm getting so many great ideas already. And Cindy says, really excited for my set to arrive as well. Right, I know Sarah's got loads more she wants to share with us. What we're going to look at next, Sarah?
Okay, so we're going to do that little 3D box, okay? So this is the one that I'm going to do in this colour, right? But then the one that I showed, the one that I took inspiration from was, where have you gone? Here we go, right? So it just shows you can be doing it in any depth that you want. So if I show you, I'll show you kind of the concept of how to do it right from the beginning, Joe, and then it'll make total sense, and then you can do them at any size and any depth. In fact, what I might do is go a little bit rogue and just show you how you can build this up in even more than two. Should we do that?
Oh, yeah,
build it up in
go
more
on
than
then.
2 layers again. Right, okay. So bear with me, because if I go slightly wrong, I'm making this up on the spot to try and show you how to do an advanced level again, right? She says optimistically. Right, you're going to start with your white stamping card, because this is perfect for this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of white stamping card to 5 inches wide. 5 inches is just quite a nice size for these little bad boys to sit inside, right? So here we go, we'll go 5 inches, and then what I think we'll do is make this, let's go, so this one here I did it like 1/2 inch deep. I might go at 1 inch deep, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to score this, first of all, at 1/2 inch for our little gluing flap, right? So we want 1/2 inch. Then this is going to be our back panel, so we want the back panel to be 5 inches so that it's square. So, because that's 1/2 inch, 5 inches on from there would be 5.5 inches. Yep, so 5.5 inches here. And then we need the side panel, so that would be 1 inch long, so that goes to 6.5, right? And then that is going to give us our front panel. So if you watch what I mean, all will become perfectly clear here. So there's a gluing flap jaw, and then you're going to take that side piece. So there's my little gluing flap on the bottom. This is 1 inch deep now, and then it's going to open up on the front, right? So there's my front panel, it's 1 inch deep. So then my other one that's going on the inside, I'm going to score this again 1/2 inch for a gluing flap. We want a 5 inch panel, so we'll come along to 5.5 inches, right? And then we want 1 inch gluing flap, so 6.5 inches, and I'm going to trim off that gluing flap at 6.5 inches, right? There we go. So, and actually I'm going to just trim slightly less, cut that line off. And this is why I love doing these live shows, Joe, because it means we can kind of teach people how to do different things as we're going along. So this one here, right, can you see that attaches there for the gluing flap, and then that is going to attach into here. So now we have the book in the back with the opening bit. Yep. So this is our front opening panel and our back space. So I'm going to take that to one side. This is what we're going to cut our aperture into. So I'm going to do the rooftop scenes, and I'm going to take, let's take the little, what do we call these? Little houses. Little houses, right? So we'll take the little houses, put the little houses on the front like this, and then just hold them in place with a little bit of tape.
They look quite Bavarian, don't they?
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
And I want that lovely aperture archway. Now, if I take the aperture, it's out of the worker die, which of course comes with your Christmas tree. Now, if I was to put it down here, it feels a little bit low to me. So let me show you if I want to just raise it up. You put that wherever it feels right. Okay, and don't worry about the fact that they don't connect. So I'm putting that near the top, attaching that on, and then we'll go through and do the die cut panel. And then I'm going to show you, do they look straight to you? Yep, there we go. I'm going to show you how to manually connect them up. So that first piece goes on there, and in we go through. So
awesome.
There's our first panel. Now I'm going to use some of those scrap pieces of card that I had left. Here we go, because I'm going to cut a next layer to go behind it, and then a next layer to go behind that.
A question from Kathy says, those bulbs that you use, Sarah, she was wondering just roughly how long they were. Were they about 1 metre?
The what that I used?
The bulbs, the LED bulbs that you used on the string, were they about 1 metre's worth?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
I
Yeah.
didn't pay any attention to what they were at all, but that seems like a good length to do that from, right? Here we go, let's have a little look. I'm trying to be really careful, but then not being careful at all, right? So if I lift this off, where that doesn't connect, right, I'm going to use my craft knife, and I'm going to come down here and just connect them together. Now, it's a good job, I've actually damaged one of these, but it's a good job because it illustrates the point that I was going to do if you want to do multiple layers. So if I want mine to look a little bit different, you can just cut away that little house from this first one, right?
Perfect.
And I can make this house a little bit smaller. There we go.
Practically a crafty architect, aren't you, Sarah?
A crafty architect, I love it.
A craft architect. That's what you are, a craft architect.
That's going to go on my first panel, right? And then my next panel I want to do, so I'm going to bring this part in here. So remember, this was 5 inches. So I just need this to be 5 inches wide plus a little gluing flap. So I'm going to go, let's go half an inch for the gluing flap, yep. Then at 5.5 inches, so it's the same width, and then half an inch for the gluing flap. And we can always trim those gluing flaps down a little bit if we need to. So this is going to be my next layer one, and I'm going to take those houses again, Jo.
I love watching you do these kind of things because you're in your element, aren't you? When you've got your scoreboard out and you're just sort of on the hoop. It's
on
fantastic
the hoop,
to watch.
Well, that's it. I was looking at the card I'd done and I thought, right, actually, I've seen that other one live in the studio because the concepts have just arrived, Jo. So I'm seeing that concept live. I'd only seen a picture and I'm like, right, here's how we can take it to the next level. And this is what I want you guys to do when you get it home. I want you to take the ideas that we give you and then work out how you can take them onto the next level. So, right, there we go. Make sure you take all those pieces out. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up a little bit higher this time so we can give it a different kind of height in there. And I'm going to pop that in place and we'll send that through. And I'm going to do another one. This is going to be the same width. Yep, I think that'll fit in there. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to go, let's just go slightly smaller flap, there we go, what's this? 1 before a quarter, 1 before a half. So go 5, 1 before the half, and there's our little gluing flap. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
As long as you have 5 inches in the middle, basically, is what you're working towards. Right. And then this one here, I'm going to take my other village scene, and we're going to pop the other village scene in the background. And I'm going to do the same there, and then I'm going to cut that out and start and layer all those. Look, hey, my word! Does it just look like a bomb's gone off in front of me? So you see this.
All we can see is just the overhead, very tight overhead shot. So we're all right from here. It looks like you're tidying as you go, to be honest.
Yeah, it might look.
Let's have a look from the other angle, though, Sarah.
Yeah,
there we go.
So now,
that's what creativity looks like, Sarah.
That's what creativity looks like, guys. But this is the. Oh, I tell you what, I love these sort of shows, Jo. Can you remember when we first started Crafters TV?
I can.
And all of a sudden we were doing one show and there was only me and Jo around. So it was me and Jo, and then I'd be like, oh, let's do an extra show. Let's do an extra show. And I was literally sitting a couple of hours before each show working out what we were going to do.
It was just me and you Monday to Friday all day, every day, wasn't it?
Just having a bit of fun every day.
It was quite a fabulous time.
Making it up as we went along, Jo, weren't we? So, and that's what everybody seemed to love anyway, all the ideas that came from it. So, here we go, right? So what I've done is now, I've got a second level and a third level. And what we're going to do is we're going to work out how we want these to sit in our little diorama. So, there's one. And I'm going to need to colour these up as well to make them look really awesome. And then I'm going to be really careful with this one because I need to not damage this one this time like I did last time. You guys won't be as heavy-handed as me because you won't be under pressure on the time pressure of the end of the show.
And this is definitely one of those concepts, like doing these kind of things, so you can just really sit and play, take your time, maybe cut multiples of everything, play around with what combination looks best and how you're going to pop it together, what composition is going to be best. I mean, this is where you're going to have most of the fun, isn't it? Working out what you're going to do with your actual creations.
Absolutely, and also I hope we inspire you to kind of take it on another level and do some slightly different stuff. So let's have a look at that. I feel like that's too high at the moment. I might put it around about there, so I'll take a tiny little bit off the bottom. And then my next layer one, so let's have a look, we better colour some of these in as well. So should we have these like a little bit of a blue?
Oh, nice.
I've got my blue water reactive inks here. So I've got a bit of midnight and a bit of ocean blue.
There was a great 10-piece water reactive ink pad collection yesterday which we had on the show. So do go back and check those out. I'm sure that deal will still be available for you over on the website. It was in, now where was it, Jo? Think. Second Chance Sunday, I believe it was in. So you definitely, no, it was launch day, yesterday's launch day, excuse me. Go back and have a look there, you'll see. We just restocked, haven't we, Sarah, on lots of our ink pads. So there's loads of those killer colours that are your absolute favourites are now back in stock. So definitely go and have a look. If you've, you've got some missing from your collection, now's the time to stock up on those.
To get them. Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to go darker with these ones. So again, same sort of thing, just adding a little bit of colour in. And then into this one here, and then we need to layer these up so that we've got the different colours coming in behind each other. And my last one, oh no, I've got them on the wrong ones. There we go. So I'm going to just, what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to just stick this in place here, a tiny little bit behind, okay? And then the next piece in. So as long as, if you need to do anything, because I'm hearing in my ear that you're supposed to be telling them about something, I'll work, and as long as they can keep jutting back in and see what I'm doing, you'll be fine, guys.
Yeah, it was a quick dry ink pads I wanted to talk to you about, because I just talked about having so many of those amazing colours back in stock. We do have some quick dries available on the show for you, and they really are some of your most fantastic colours. So you've got pink tulip here, you've also got parakeet here as well, you've got sandstorm there, oasis. You've also got Bordeaux in here as well. You can see you've got damson wine in there too. Beautiful. You've also got the Chinese red in there too. Pale fig. There is the orange for you, and the smoked plume as well, which is fantastic. So do grab those. 10 of your most favourite colours in there, which is fantastic. £39 or $55 if you want to get your hands on those. Platinum members, you're looking at just over £30, just under $45, which is brilliant. But as I said, any of the ink pads, if you're short on any of them, definitely now's a good time to pop yourself over to the website, because we have restocked. Do you remember last year, Sarah, when it felt like it was, it felt like we were never going to get them back, didn't it?
The great ink pad storage, the great ink pad shortage, as it was.
Absolutely.
Now look what I'm going to do for this one, Joe. You can see it from the front, how they're all going to layer up. However, I think they're going to look even better with a bit of that faux snow on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of the glue, and I'm going to put the glue on and then dip it in the faux snow to get us kind of started. So a couple of little bits on here. And instead of doing it right at the end, I think it might be better to get the faux snow on as we're going.
Okay.
So I've got my little bag. Do you know what I'm going to do here? Save making a mess. I'm just going to go and dip it in the bag.
Oh, amazing.
Right, so straight in the bag like this. And then now I've got my snow on. And let's have a little look. Do you know what would have been so good if I'd thought to do this on my other levels, wouldn't it? So let's go in here. Try and get on here with my glue as well. I love it when I think of something afterwards. So
it's always the way, isn't it? Very busy still on that faux snow. You get 100 grams, which, just to give you an idea, I mean, it doesn't sound like, I'm going to show you what my packet looks like over here, just because it doesn't sound like a lot, 100 grams, does it, of anything? But I mean, it doesn't weigh anything is the thing. So let me share with you. You know what I'm like with packaging though, so I said I'll show you this bag over here. And now I'm trying to get the sticker off the back. Look, it's absolutely loads. It's a ginormous packet of this stuff. So do absolutely grab that and get them in your baskets. And as we said earlier, I don't think we have enough of that to last. Well, we definitely don't have enough. I know we bought in thousands and thousands and thousands. We're in a situation now where we have hundreds of them available. So if you want it, or you want this to be a focal point or a centerpiece of your Christmas crafting, and not just your Christmas crafting, just even your Christmas decor, you're going to be able to do loads of different things, then you'll be able to pop that onto there as well. Make sure you grab that $11.99 or $14.95 if you want to get this one. I feel like you've enjoyed this particular demo, Matt, more than him, because you've just sort of like winged it. Not winged it. Winged it makes it sound like you've sort of cut corners.
I've gone off piece a little bit because I wanted to do that whole showing everybody how to do it on multiple layers. I really have, yeah. And then look, I'm going to bring this part in here. So this is going to go into this section here, right? And then this part here, can you see, sticks up the side. So again, I'm going to stick up the side here, but then extra at the bottom, and that gives me that opening on the front. Can you see? So that just going really hard to do this back to front upside down for the cameras, folks. But you can see, you just, because I made up that new size, there you go. Come on, if I had a bit more time, I would have waited for my faux snow to dry.
Okay.
There we go. So I stick that down. Now, while that is drying now, there's one other thing I really wanted to show you. So can you see I've got 3 layers in there now, which I personally think looks even better. If I show you the 2-layer one that I'd planned for you, look how much nicer it looks with the 3 layers, right? So I've got 3 layers. However, I still want that lovely background. So let me show you how I've done that lovely background, okay? Because what I'm getting is, Joe, using those Harmony water reactives that we've got on the show, right? So I'm going to take in, first of all, with the blue. So this is just onto white stamping card, right? So the quick dry ones, and I'm actually using the quick dry, I'm using a mix of the quick dry and the water reactive.
Okay.
So you can do this technique with the quick dries as well.
Okay.
The water reactives are really what were designed for this. However, those of you that just want to go for one ink pad, this is going to allow you. They're all water based, but basically the quick dry has got the drying agent in it for when you're doing your stamping. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to go all the way around the outside and merge in your two colours so that we've got that background going in, right? And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to do a little bit of stenciling using that stencil set that we've got included. So I'm kind of rushing here, Joe, because I know we're getting towards the end of the show. And
Great that you've got stencils included for all three of these designs as well. I mean, you can use them, of course, with these dies, use them away from these dies too. I loved as well in the Gnome collection that we had stamped dies and stencils too. I think, you know, the addition of stencils across lots of our range, Sarah, really allows you to take it to the next level. And also, I think the other great thing about them is a lot of our customers have been buying a lot of amazing mixed media products from us, you know, whether it's paste or texture paste or, you know, even sprays and spray inks and all of those things. It means that you can bring those in now into these kind of projects to really elevate them and take them in whatever direction you want to.
Right, here we go. So I'm going to pop that in the background there. No, upside down where I've stuck my sticky on. So if you pop that into there and then use that dark one again, Joe, and just bring this in, what we're going to do is just get a little bit of a hint of that colour. And you could have that one in there, all right? And then you could also, if you wanted to put some of the mountains in here, you could put some of those mountains in the background.
Do you know what it's very much like?
Go on.
Ah,
It is, isn't it?
Frozen 2, for any of you that are not Frozen fans out there.
We're all Frozen fans out there, I'm sure. So it's never off in our house, never off. Even though we're in the middle of the summer now, yes, our Charlie insists on watching it at least on a weekly basis.
It's
so look
fabulous.
At that. So you're just building up a little bit of a scene in the background. And then if you really want to take it next level, you see, what you're going to do is you're just going to drop a couple of splatters of water. And because they're all water reactive, whether you're using the water reactive or the quick dries, they are all that water reactivity. And then all I'm going to do is pick up that ink and lift it out so that we've got like that ethereal snow scene in the background, right? So that is going to go inside my card, which I'm going to do with our all-purpose. And I'm just going to attach my whole finished card together, Joe. I've got a nice little thing to go on the front as well.
Sounds absolutely fabulous. Don't know how we're going to pick card of the show today, Sarah. I mean, it's going to be a hard task, isn't it? There was card of the week last week, Sarah. It was so hard. Right. I had to make a very executive decision last night.
Really? What happened?
I had to put 2 in for card of the week.
2?
2 had to go in.
I didn't know we were allowed to do that.
Well, I don't think we are. But, I mean, it was so close to call, and it was between Jan's amazing full-on nativity scene that she built using all the Dreamies pieces, and also the pair of gnomes that Bernie had made during Softer Side. And we just couldn't eliminate either one of them. We just had to put them both in.
So you put them both in?
We did.
Fair enough. Executive decision made, guys. Executive decision made.
I just hope no one finds out or realises and it'll be all right. I won't get in trouble.
Right, there we go. So I've just done a nice simple front because really the display is that part on the inside. And it just, the part I was trying to illustrate was how you could cut panels away and make it more than 2 layers if you want. So that one there, I've done, you see, as a 3-layer card.
Just gorgeous.
There we go. I got a little bit carried away with myself there.
Do you want to? Shall I let you have a quick tidy up before we do card of the show? Because I feel maybe you might need just a second.
Tidy up. Might need more than 1 second, I think.
Whilst you do that, I'm just going to run through what's coming to you in this incredible collection. So remember what you're getting in here. If you are ordering the individuals, you do need to bear in mind that the worker die, the element that creates the outside element for you, it comes in with the O Christmas tree. It doesn't come in the other two. So if you're going for the O Christmas tree on its own, you'll get that. In the big collection, you don't need to worry because you're getting absolutely everything that you need. The other 2 interchangeable elements, they won't come with a worker die, of course. What you will get are these 2 scenes here. So with the Christmas village, you'll get these 2 scenes. You get the plaque for the front and, of course, the shooting star. You will get the stencil in there as well, which is absolutely awesome. With the other one is here as well. What you will get, of course, is the star. You'll get the away in a manger, that nativity scene, and you'll then get the stencil in there as well, which is awesome. So you can grab those as well. And you'll get all 3 of them. Now, Just the dies on their own, if you went for them individually, are more than the price you can see there on your screen. So you get a discount anyway, but then what you also get is the storage in here as well. So you're going to get the die and stamp storage. This is your fab file. In there you've got the tab dividers. You get 5 of the magnetic sheets and 5 of the pockets that go in there too. So you can either store these in there, you can store your finished sample, your finished creations in there if you want to. It's completely up to you how you get it. £32 or $38.40 for platinum members. Just think about that for a moment, because that's going to give you a brand new concept for that incredible price. But then Sara's shown you all the way through this show that you can take snippets and parts of that collection and you can use it to embellish your boxes. You can make amazing different concepts. You can take them and put them onto Z-fold cards. So yes, make these amazing concepts. Also think about taking it into other kinds of creations as well. Theatre cards, diorama cards. It really is endless the amount of things that you can do with these. What I want to also talk to you about as well whilst we're here is the metallic markers, because these are so popular. I think at this time of the year especially, they're going to be really great. The great thing about this is it's a buy 2 get 1 free situation, and what you're getting in here is you're getting a full collection as well. So you've got the rare minerals, that's amethyst, blue topaz, jade green, citrine red garnet and the pink quartz. You're also getting the antique elements, that's the ancient bronze, the aged copper, the rose gold, tarnished silver, vintage satin and the antique pearl in there as well. And then you've got the precious metals, that's gold plate, gold nugget, burnished copper, antique bronze, the pewter and the silver ingot as well. Less than £20 for Club Inspire Platinum members to get a full collection of what has been one of our most, surely it's got to be one of our like longest serving products, Sara, isn't it, our metallic markers? They seem to, they're that one thing that just never seems to wane in popularity.
No, and we keep ordering them and ordering them and ordering them and ordering them. Honestly, we just can't make enough of them. And that is, so globally, they've been an absolute phenomenon. In fact, do you know what? We've got about 10 minutes left in the show, Joe. I might be able to squeeze in
a
little bit
great.
of a look at them in case anybody's not seen them before. Yeah, we'll do that. I've got to go for demo of the show first.
Okie doke.
Right, so guys, if you want to vote for card number 1, that was the original concept on how the shape of these cards work. So this one was my demo number 1, okay? Demo number 2 was when we did that lovely light up with the lights behind. I'll just turn it around so you can see it in the background there. The lights behind the Christmas tree, okay? So that was number 2. Number 3 was where we did the pop-up box. We did that 3D box like this. And number 4 was the 3D diorama card that I've just done there with all that lovely snow on. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Go forth and cast your vote, please.
Wonder what one's your favourite? I think I know. I think we all know which one's Sara's favourite. But yeah, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube. You've got, what, 4 minutes, I'd say, to vote for the card of the show. I tell you what, I'm going to give you an opportunity just to quickly get your vote in and to get your basket checked out. I need to let you know that 60% of this collection is totally sold out and gone as well. Doesn't take into account everyone that's in the ordering process at the moment. Whilst you do that, let me share all the details of US shipping with you. Take a look.
Had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
All the details there, of course, on US shipping. So many of you watching us at the moment, so many of you checking out your baskets as well. Make sure you get your hands on that brand new concept and, of course, that incredible Faux Snow. Sarah did mention it just a moment ago, the metallic marker is so busy on those. Now, Sarah, I know you love these. I'm always wowed whenever I see you do this, just like the amount of different... You can be running around the house with these, just putting them on everything, aren't you, once you get them?
Well, that's because we've got like a secret technology built into the pens. So what these are is it's a metallic finish pen. However, it's a metallic finish pen which is water-based, so it'll move with water. However, it's got a drying agent which activates after around about 60 seconds.
Right.
So really, really clever technology. So what that means is, in fact, I'll show you the pens first and then I'll show you that technology, okay? All the pens are double-ended. So what you get is a lovely fine nib like this that you can draw with it, right? Or a beautiful brush nib, which is fantastic for your brush lettering. Like this, right?
Amazing.
So that is, and you can see there the metallic finish on it. Now, they all, whether you go for the traditional metallic colours, or whether you go for some of our metallic like hues in here. So for example, this beautiful purple, if I wanted to write Joe in there like that, look how it catches the light and shows silver in different lights. Really fabulous. And personally, one of my favourites is the blue one as well. Now, these are fabulous for colouring. They're fabulous for writing. I mean, I use them for writing in all my cards and everything now, Joe. I just think they're absolutely brilliant to work with. Now, I was talking about that drying agent. So if you want to watercolour with them, right, and we've got a little bit of watercolour here, I can take my purple and I can take my blue, and I can go and watercolour between the purple and the blue, and you'll get a merging of the two colours, right? Or what you can do is you can pop a little bit of blue down on here. You can pick it up with your brush, and you can do, can you see a little, you can do your watercolour technique with the brush, but as it dries, you'll start to see that real kind of...
It gets more and more shiny, doesn't it?
Yes, but it's like a tarnished, brushed effect, okay? Now, all I'm going to do is just make sure I don't get mess all over as we're going on. And actually, if I just take the colour, the water out of that one now, they'll dry a little bit quicker. Now, if I go over to here, though, we did these more than a minute ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that drying agent that is built up, watch this, I can add water over it now, and it won't move at all, right? And that is a lot of water on there, and they are not, it's not moving in the slightest. Yet you saw that same pen, if I take the silver, same pen, little bit of colour down, and I can come and pick it up here with a damp brush, and then watercolour with it. So you can see how you can be doing two effects all in one. Now, one of the other things is, if you're using them for decorative purposes, you can actually draw onto non-porous surfaces.
Amazing.
So for example, if I want to do, I love drawing little love hearts on my glasses like this, right? So I can come on here and I can go, oh, it goes this way with me little love hearts. No, it's this way, I'm right. Look at these little hearts I can do all over. And if you want to do like little flowers, you can come in here and I can do like a lovely, could do a nice little purple flower. Have I gone purple? Let's do a blue flower, right? So I can go all the way around with my nice little blue flower and then even draw my lovely little leaves in the green. Now, this isn't dishwasher friendly, right? So if you put in the dishwasher, it's going to all come off.
But you could seal it, I guess, if you wanted to.
Could seal it if you wanted to.
Like a dishwasher safe Mod Podge or something like that.
So what I use them for, Joe, is at Christmas, you can like draw all of your own little Christmas, whatchamacallit? Like
glasses. Put people's names on. You have
personalised little glasses like this.
Very COVID safe parties if everyone's glass got their name on it.
There you go, very COVID safe indeed. Look at them, so straight onto glass, and we've been able to, so you can paint with it, you can work onto non-porous surfaces, you can brush letter with them, and you've got all of those in a plethora of different colours with the bundle that we've got today.
Absolutely beautiful. Let me just recall. You caught me mid-sip of tea there, Sarah.
I did, and do you know what? I thought he's always got my back. If I'm ever sipping away, tea keeps talking. And I didn't have your back there, did I? Not at all. And now I'll go and sip my tea, and you can have me interrupt.
We've drunk 2 or 3 cups in this show, so it's bound to happen at some point. What you're getting in there is you're getting the, what you've got in there is you've got the 6 pieces in there, which is awesome. And then what you're getting is the precious metals, the rare minerals, and the antique elements. Remblance, and that is a full collection right there for you. Less than £20 as a platinum member, just over $27. I know though, Sarah, I think what's excited everyone so much about these particular brand new launch today was all the different things that we can do with them, because there are, aren't there, so many different ways that you can use this brand new collection.
Come on, I think I can fit that concept to it in one last time while you're getting your last votes in for demo of the show, okay? So the original way in which these were intended to be used, okay guys, is this way here, to make those lovely little domes, okay? So if I show you the 3 different domes that we've got, you can do either the Christmas tree, or you can do the nativity scene, or we've got that beautiful, what do you call this, like a town scene, I would say, Joe. You could have the little Santa flying over the rooftops there if you wanted, okay? But you can take those dies and then use them in so many other different ways. So, for example, your diorama cards, fabulous with those dioramas in there. If you wanted to do your stepper cards, I would love to have done this one if we'd had a little bit more time, where you've got like the edgeable over the edge. This would be brilliant for like a shaker card front. So put the acetate behind, use your Faux snow in there as your shaker card. Those of you that want to do it inside of like pop-out cards or a double pop-out with the 2 scenes in there. You saw me do the box. The pop-out boxes looked absolutely amazing. We've got in here, oh, the one that I love, the one that I did my demo from, took the idea from, was that one there. If you want to do things like your boxes like this, they look fabulous on the boxes, or even those 3D boxes that I was showing everyone, Joe, you can build them up your own way. Now, I've got loads of cards out in front of me here. What I really want to know is, what won demo of the show?
It was card number 4.
Number 4!
With 75% of the vote.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely smashed it.
Do you know what that shows me? You guys do like it when I kind of say, right, let's learn something, let's go a little bit different and see where we can take it. That was me making up a new size on the fly as we're going. So I hope you managed to follow how I did it there, guys, as well.
Absolutely amazing. Such a massive thank you, Sarah. Always amazing to get to spend some time with you in the studio. Please don't forget to check out your baskets. I do need to let you know, some of you in the US, I understand, are having a few issues checking out. It's not affecting all of you. We are aware of the problem. The team are working on it. What I'd say is give it 15-20 minutes and then just check back. Just give it a moment and you should be able to check out very, very soon. There's no danger of you missing out on it at the moment in the next sort of few hours. So you'll be fine. Just make sure you come back and keep trying to check out. We're working on it as hard as we can at the moment. It's been amazing. Don't forget there's another show not too far away, a couple of hours time. Myself and Craig back with you with Monday Makers. So make sure you come and join us both for that. Can't wait to see all the awesome things that you come up with this incredible brand new launch. The Christmas fun continues in 2 hours. I'll see you there. Bye.